What's up everyone, Red here. So recently there's been a lot of news around the PS5 and PC port of Dreams kind of circling and creating a lot of buzz within the Dreams community. As someone that's been doing Dreams for about 4 years before moving into Unreal Engine, I really just kind of wanted to weigh in, talk about it, rant about things, and go over the general consensus of what's going on. If you don't know what I'm talking about, basically a rumour leaked where Dreams for the PS4, it was rumoured that there was a PS5 version and a PC port basically finished and ready for people to play it, but obviously was canned after Sony kind of shut down the whole kind of Dreams everything. So this video isn't scripted or anything. I really just wanted to talk about my thoughts on it. It'll be quite ranty. I think there's, among a lot of other people in the Dreams community, a lot of frustration with how Dreams was handled. And I think for a lot of people who have seen this whole PS5 and PC leak, a lot of us were wishing we just didn't see it and that Dreams could just kind of be laid to rest. Because right now there's a lot of buzz, there's a lot of Dreamers wanting kind of retribution and Sony to take acknowledgement and that sort of thing, which I'm all for. I mean, I think Sony should definitely listen, but I definitely think there's a lot more nuance to it. So yeah, let's kind of dive in. The first thing I probably want to talk about is a PS5 version and a PC version of Dreams is not going to save Dreams. I know right away that's coming across as pessimistic. Dreams has a lot of amazing stuff going for it. It really is a revolutionary product, especially in terms of creativity and the freedom that it gives you. But there are so many fundamental problems with it, and especially how it was handled, that honestly, even if it was released on every platform at the very beginning, if it went down the exact same way it went down just as on PS4, it would have failed again. It would have had a lot more players initially, and it would probably have a lot more than it's got right now, but ultimately it would have met the same end. Now, the reason why, I mean, you could blame it on 1,000 different things, honestly. For me, personally, for a community-driven game, there wasn't a lot of community interaction. The most you could do on Dreams was comment, review, report a bug on someone's game, or you could comment directly onto their profile. There was no way to actually interact or just have a conversation in a group setting or any other fashion within Dreams. And I think that's one of the biggest things that, you know, alienated people, was that even though you were supposed to be in this big community driven experience, it felt quite lonely at times. Now, a lot of people are probably going to say that, oh, multiplayer would have saved Dreams. Multiplayer was not going to save Dreams. I'm sorry. Like, multiplayer would have been a fantastic addition, but Dreams needed a lot of different things to work. And if you start adding in things, yeah, its chances go up. But if you were to just pluck multiplayer and drop it in, it would have eventually came to the same end. Let's also bear in mind, by the way, just want to interject this, it's not actually confirmed if the PS5 and PC port is true. The original creator of Media Molecule, he kind of acknowledged it and went and, you know, made a comment on Twitter, but nothing definitive. And honestly, that is also kind of what is wrong with Media Molecule. I don't know who's in charge of their communications team in terms of what's allowed to be said and what's not. I don't know if it's Sony that's just got them on a leash, or if there's someone at Media Molecule who just keeps saying, nah, we'll keep this to ourselves. But the transparency from Media Molecule sometimes, over the past 4 years, I'm not even talking about the end of the life cycle, over the past 4 years, in a nice way, was absolute doo-doo. Even just going back to the announcement last April, where they announced that Dreams would be essentially shutting down. For months, people were wondering and trying to find out what was going on with Dreams, if something big was coming, if the next iteration, if the PS5 version was coming, if it was going to PC, if it was ever going to be on PlayStation Plus. And we get zilch. Now, I don't want to rag on Media Molecule too much, because they do a lot right. They really do. But for a community-driven game, where, let's be honest, your community are creating the experience that your players are going to play. Okay? I created stuff on Dreams for 4 years. Now, I need voices coming in from the above. This isn't some believe in Jesus type stuff. I need actual confirmation when things are happening, so that I know when to take a step back, to put more time in, that sort of thing. And that just wasn't there for the dedicated creators. And that's another thing that really kind of hampered the progress of Dreams, especially from a creative side. But I'm kind of getting off topic. I don't want to start ranting too much about how frustrated I was as a creator or whatever, because that's really not what this video is about. Really, I just want to talk about the potential of what a PS5 and PC port could bring. Now, obviously, everyone is talking about exporting, and yeah, if there's one thing you could add to Dreams to garner an audience, it's exporting. Because I think back when Dreams was getting made, I think Media Molecule thought that the goodwill of creators would hold up the community for everyone to enjoy. And to be honest, for 4 years it did. But people need to earn a living for things that they make to keep making them full time. Dreams right now, currently, is actually receiving some of the best work it's ever had. And the reason for that is it took us 4 years to kind of master what Dreams had to offer. And now you're finally starting to kind of get the benefits of people putting in time and effort to learn the software to then be able to make something of note. And that's what we're getting now. We're getting the 4 years of experience, and it's all coming out, but it's coming out to no one, basically. I'll be honest, see if you go into like the PlayStation store or even the Xbox store, you can find a lot of naff, a lot of just absolute doo-doo games. And I'm saying doo-doo not because I'm trying to be cute, but just because, swearing in videos tends to goof the algorithm. Anyway, you can find some really bad games on the PlayStation Store. Even if people had to go through a process where they had to be approved, and even if the bar was relatively low, you would not be getting anything less than what is currently on the stores. Dreams games would not lower the quality of the stuff that's in the store already. So I don't know who sat there and went, Dreams should be this platform only for fun. People want to just create for fun. They do. People do want to create for fun. When an audience is around, no one just... You might think you do, and you might for a while want to create for yourself, but ultimately if you've got no one there to really acknowledge or enjoy in some capacity what you've made, it really does start to ring hollow. Now I know a lot of people like to say, I make stuff for myself. You don't. You don't. Everyone makes something for some sort of acknowledgement. We create and express ourselves in hope of some sort of validation. And unfortunately, Dreams, when the audience was taken away, that want for creating for fun died as well. So yeah, I know this was a bit of a rant. It is. I mean, yeah, I put a lot of time into Dreams, and I would love to see a PS5 version. Would I come back? Right now I'm currently not making any more games in Dreams. As far as Dreams concerned, it's behind me. I'm now going into Unreal Engine. I'm learning that. If Dreams got a PS5 port or a version and a PC port, and it brought in people, I would consider coming back to put time in, make more stuff. But I think Media Molecule would need to start getting a bit more transparent with their plans. None of this 6 months without hearing a word type stuff. I'm done with that. I love Media Molecule. I grew up with them. Loved Little Big Planet. I basically lived on that game. Literally, I played it as a social game. I put 5,000 hours into Dreams, and to be honest, if it came back, I would probably try and put 5,000 hours more in, because it's such a unique and amazing platform. But y'all got to start talking to us, man. See, I see Media Molecule making a brand new game. Y'all got to start talking. When the game comes out, you got to like lay it out. We need roadmaps. We need official roadmaps. None of this multiplayer sitting in R&D for 4 years until it's like, oh, by the way, that's not happening. The decision to not make multiplayer was probably made so far back before we found out it was not getting made that it's almost an insult. That's how I felt, at least. But yeah, I'm trying not to rant too much about that, because it's really in the past, kind of. Right, anyway, it's like what? It's like 4 a.m. I'm dying inside. I can't sleep, so I decided to get up and do this. Was that a smart idea? Who knows? But yeah, I'm not going to say my usual. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, because I've probably said a lot of stuff that has upset you. And if you're upset with my opinions, well, grow up. See you later.